What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Timon, and today we're gonna be installing the PRL Intercooler. So here we got it. I got it in a powder coated black finish. Damn, look at that. Peep the drip, kid. Peep the drip. Alright, so as you guys can see, the car is jacked up on jack stands to be safe. We got the cardboard floor right here, so we won't get as dirty. And it's gonna be a quick, I wouldn't say a quick installation, but we got like about half an hour and a half of daylight left. So I'm gonna quickly try to show you guys what you guys need to do. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so you guys wanna pop the hood, and you guys wanna get like a flathead or a tab remover tool and just pop these right open. It should just go around and it should just come right out.
And
and it fell through. Look at that. Clutch, because I don't have an under tray. We took that out before, so saves you time. So yeah, so we're just gonna remove this and I'll show you the next step. All right guys, so me and my fam are going, just popped all these tabs off. So it'll just come off like this. Bam, bam, look at that, look at that. Son. And now you want to do the same, get a small flathead or so and pry these up, and then you can take all these lining out. So after you guys got these weather strips out or whatever, you guys want to come to the fender and take these two bolts out. The reason why this one's missing is because I tried to do the fender tab mod, so my wheels won't rub as much. But yeah, we're gonna get to this, remove it, and we'll get to the next step. All right guys, so now that you got basically most of the side bolts and the upper bolts or tabs out, you're gonna want to come down here and remove these tabs with a flathead, and then get you a 5mm Allen wrench or whatever you want to call it, and remove one right here and the other one right here. All right guys, there's also two 10mm bolt, one right here right next to the fog light. It's so dark here to see, but right on the edge basically where your wheel sits, it's like right here. All right guys, so after you remove all those bolts and tabs on the bottom, you want to come back up here, and there's gonna be tabs right here that's gonna be in here. So once it's like in, you just want to get like a cloth or so and just push it down and pull out, and it should just pop right out. But just be careful, don't do what I did. I hit a little bit of the paint, sadly, but it's getting detailed soon, so hopefully they can buff that out soon. But yeah, same thing on the other side. Keep one of this here because your bumper will probably just fall flat off. All right guys, so after you get all of this out of the tabs here holding it, be careful of your fog light connectors. They're still going to be connected, so you just want to, they just twist and come right out like that. So same thing on the other side. I'll show you guys too. So just twist again, and it should just pop right out.
hey,
There we go. All right, now the bumper's off. Sheesh. Hey mom.
no.
So here's the car with the front bumper off. Look at a tiny intercooler. And look at my dirty ass intake. Yee! I gotta clean that. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's still dirty. I mean, we tried to clean it, but that's as best as we could get it. All right, to continue with the video. All right, guys. So after you remove the front bumper, there's gonna be a 10mm bolt here that you're gonna want to remove. Two right here, and then to the other side, you're gonna have one right here, and I'm pretty sure these two. I'm wondering if they're a 10 too. Yeah, they probably have to be a 10. So yeah, we'll get to it. All right, guys. So after you remove the bottom one with a 10mm socket right here, you're gonna want to come to the top, and this is on by I think a T-clamp, and just get a Phillips head and just loosen this. And after you do that, we should just be able to slide it right out. This piping connects to the turbo right here. All right guys, so we tried to snake it through, but there is one 10mm bolt right there as you can
It's
see.
gonna be really hard for you to see.
But it's basically connecting the...
Right there, you guys can see it right there?
Yep. Alright guys, so how we got this was we would place it like this, make sure it's on there, and then we would put the ratchet on top. And you basically want to push this to the side so you could give yourself as much room as you can. And
Ahí, amoy niya.
911, there's a silver Honda Accord being loud, terrorizing the neighborhood. $100 fine in Massachusetts. Did you hear about that?
Yo, that's crazy.
Imagine.
I'd be so pissed.
Oh yeah, 911. We got a 15-year-old driving on a.
So once you take it off, you see that it's empty right there, and it's empty all the way through. You guys can just basically snake your way through with this. Pretty simple, straightforward.
All right, guys. So this is the stock intercooler. As you can see, I can literally toss this probably over the roof over there, and this is probably why you get heat soaked after about the first 1 or 2 pulls. Look how tiny it is. And now if you come here, we'll compare it with the PRL. Like, look at the size difference. Sheesh! Look at the girth.
Then
Bertha.
you can really see the difference between the two.
But look at that.
From the side profile, that's really small. And then with this size, damn, you can really see the big differences.
Crazy. All right, guys. So make sure you take these off. These rubber, I guess, placements, and just put it on your new one.
It's actually gonna go on the bottom.
On the bottom.
Yeah, so it's gonna be at the very bottom right here.
And it's either gonna sit like that or like this.
Yep.
Nope, like this. So it's gonna sit like that.
I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty heavy. What the fuck?
So now, on the top side, on the right side of the engine, of where the intercooler is, you're gonna wanna basically remove a couple 10mm bolts and dismount anything that's connected to this piping. And there's also gonna be a T-clamp bolt here too, and you're just gonna snake it through.
Honestly, I can't get a good view, so sorry guys.
Yeah, the daylight's running out.
So let's get to it.
All right, guys. So basically, there's gonna be a couple 10mm bolts that you're gonna need. You're gonna have to unscrew everything from here. There's gonna be some connectors and some bolts that you're gonna have to remove.
So this one's gonna be basically right here. You guys can see. And this one's gonna be right here. You're more better off just unscrewing it so that way you can pull it right off, and then you guys will be good to go from down on there. And you're also gonna have to do pry this off. Very simple, straightforward. You just need a flat head, and you're basically gonna pull this little tiny tab right there.
You're just gonna push this up and then slide this out.
After
So
that,
you don't have to cut it, but if you have zip ties and you want to do it again, you could do that.
but preferably you're more better off to do just use a little flat head, and pull it off. And after that, you guys can just snake your way out of this.
So there's also gonna be a T-clamp bolt right here. Just loosen that, and this is what you're gonna need to really pull and manhandle.
Right there.
Right there. So you're just gonna until it comes out.
You guys will be good to go. Then you guys can snake it out, no problem.
Yes, sir. All right, so there's also this piece that we forgot to take out. Just pinch these two, and it should just come right out.
Right there. You guys can't see it. Very, very small though.
All right, guys. So this is another part we have to manhandle. This tubing right here connects to this part of the intercooler piping, and we literally have to manhandle that. I'm pretty sure we were stuck on this for like 20 minutes. We were like, boom.
Yeah, so just be careful with this.
Yeah,
you don't want to rip this. These are not cheap. I don't think it is. So just be careful taking it out. But once you remove it, then everything is gonna be smooth from then on there. All right, time to snake it out.
So just snake it through. I don't know how. So do people normally snake it through the top or the bottom?
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
You know what?
We're learning. We're learning.
Should we have done it from the top?
Yeah.
Jeez. We'll get back to you right after this.
So now that we're back from the message, we basically loosen this T-clamp and just slide it through. We were trying to like half-ass and be quick with it, but this is easier. So
yeah.
So just remove this T-clamp bolt like this, and you should be good.
Word of advice: don't half-ass it. Just do it the regular way. You can move that from the bottom part. When you get to this part right here, right there, just move from the top. It'll make your life a lot more easier.
All right, guys. So this is how it'll sit. So this piece right here, you don't really need. You can either trim it or remove it, and I'm just gonna remove it.
Yep.
Because of how big and thick the intercooler is, it'll just get in the way, and it's just easier to just take this piece out.
Go.
So you want to remove the side pieces, and then these two top ones right here. I think they're gonna be a little pain in
right there. Might be a pain to take it out, but once you remove it, you'll be able to remove this top piece right here, and you guys will be good to go. So you guys are also gonna be removing this piece right here too. It should be installed with a 10mm bolt, because without it, you will not be able to install this properly. So you're gonna remove this whole piece right here, if you guys can't see it.
All right, guys. So we got the intercooler on, just hanged on by one bracket, but that's how it looks on a car.
Sheesh.
And now we're gonna install the charge pipes right now, and it's kind of self-explanatory because you'll have the PRL logo facing a certain way. So this will go to the throttle body, I think, in the back,
which is gonna be right over here.
So you just want to snake it through like this. Peep the cutie bushings though. Hey, shout out to them. Just back here, push it in. It's like no room. Oh, I got it in. All right, guys, so after you get these pipes in with the sensor pipe, I don't even know what you call this piece, but here's the bracket that PRL provided. You're just gonna line it up like this, and then line it up like that, and just bolt it in. All right, guys, so you want to put the, what do you call this?
Beware that there's going to be two pieces of these. They both look very identical and similar. However, this one is going to be the curved one, which is going to be to the back on the right side of this one. And this one is going to go on the left side over here. Give this one a try, see how it looks.
Which side do you bolt it in from? The top?
So from right there, you can definitely see that the hole got through right there. On the bottom, same thing. You can see it. All right. Alright guys, so we got the cold side part of the intercooler in. Mind you that this part will also need to be screwed in as well. And this bottom piece right here too, that's gonna be hard for you guys to see. But I hope the angle right here helps you out. So that piece right there. This piece was a pain to put on, so just be patient with it. Try screwing it in, although it is a little bit loose, so be wary of that. This part is obviously very easy. You can just plug it back in and basically plug this back in and you're good to go. And it'll go all the way down. And you guys will enter this part right here. And for my advice, I would say to make sure that this part isn't screwed in first. Hindsight, you should probably plug this into this first, so that way you'll get a better fitment in. Good luck with this, guys.
All right, guys, so it's currently 10 o'clock at night.
10:44 to be exact.
10:44. We started at what?
5:40. Well, you know, if
we have some issues.
Yeah, we have some issues.
But as I was saying, you know, 5 hours.
5 hours, give or take. We started this at 5:40. It is now 10:40. We came into a good amount of issues that shouldn't have been an issue, but it became an issue for this car.
Well, we're not gonna say, you know, we're professionals, but
you know, it is what it is. But however, we finished. We got everything on. We got all the brackets in. We got all the PRL parts in. Everything's all good to go and clamped up. It's a little scratched up because it was very hard to see what the hell we were doing because of how dark it is outside now. And we got everything all planted up here. Now this tube was a pain in the ass to take out from the original stock part. Same with putting in that piece right there. You guys can see it. And we got that side stuck on too, so we'll be fine with that. And we got this side clamped on and everything too. This was a little bit of a nightmare for us. But if you guys just pay attention and see how to do it properly.
The pictures.
Yeah,
and
look at
watch videos
Yep.
first. Not like us who. Well, you know what? It seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, so just, you know, look at the pictures and you guys will be able to figure it out. And for the next step, don't put the bumper on just yet. We gotta make sure you guys check for a boost leak. Alright guys, so when you're installing the part of the tube right here, make sure that you see those 3 rings right there, that those are gonna be right there. It's very important, otherwise you're gonna have a hard time. So once you put it in, you guys should be good to go. So good luck with it guys, and we'll be starting up the cold start very soon. Alright, first cold start. The neighbor's gonna hate you, bro. Neighbors who? Shit, that shit's loud. We will update you when 25 minutes passes.
Alright guys, so I noticed I didn't put out an outro, so I'll just end it here. But after the intercooler install, the minor issues we ran into was that the charge pipes weren't lining up correctly because we weren't lining it up correctly. But other than that, if it wasn't for us, if we knew what we were doing, it would have been way quicker than what it was. It was about a 5 to 6 hour jobs, which I think is pretty average for what the install was supposed to be. But I mean, it was getting late. We started it at like 5 p.m. and we really didn't finish till like 12 a.m. that same morning. Technically, it went into morning, and I had work that day, and I was like, oh, I came into work Friday, and I was like, oh, should have called out, but I couldn't. The grind don't stop, baby. But yeah, if it wasn't for that, it would have been probably quicker if we knew what we were doing, but we didn't. Also too, make sure you tighten the T clamps. Make sure you really tighten those, because that same Friday when I left work, I was on the way home, got onto the on-ramp, and I was like, oh, you know what, the highway's right here. Let's see if it's really on. As soon as I hit wide open throttle, pedal to the metal, it was like, whoop. It felt like I hit a brick wall, and I was like, ooh. I was like, yep, the hose came off. So on the way home, I was checking my Ktuner, the V2 with the screen and everything, and I was noticing that my fuel trims were all over the place. The short term was going crazy, like it was going like minus 25, minus 15. Long term, it was okay, but it was slowly going up. Like it would be like -1, -2. I think it went to negative 10% on a long-term future, which is not good at all. I think anything over and under 15 in general, something's off. Something is wrong. So I went home after that drive, and I popped the hood, checked everything, and what do you see? A hose popped off. So I had to take off the whole bumper again, I tightened everything. I make sure every like T-clamp was tightened to the hose, and yeah, so now everything was good. Had to put the bumper back on, installed everything, took it for a drive again. Actually, I didn't take the bumper off. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna take off the bumper again if a pipe comes off again to tighten everything. So I just drove it without a bumper, tested it real good, about 2 to 3 wide open throttles, and everything was fine after that. And even now, like I hit like, you know, triple digits in Mexico, of course, and everything was fine. I also noticed too, after the intercooler installation, that the temps are way cooler, and my knock count, usually after about the first or second pull, it'll jump from 0.49 to like 0.53, 56, sometimes even like 0.62. But like I could do like 2 to 3 to maybe even 4. I haven't done 4 pulls in a row, but maybe 2 to 3, and the knock count is still at 0.49. So it's probably the fuel I'm using too that's keeping it stable like that. But I don't know. I mean, the intercooler is doing its job. It's keeping the temps real cool, real low. knock count. It's not pulling timing of any sort. So 10 out of 10. I think any intercooler upgrade is a plus. Better, way better than stock. Stock, heat soak, trash, throw it out the window, sell it, give it away, put it in the attic. I mean, mine's still back here, but I don't know what to do with it yet. I'll probably put it in storage or something. If you guys found the video somewhat helpful, informative, and entertaining, give it a thumbs up, a like. You know, it helps the video. If you guys have any questions, comment it down below. I see you guys. I see you guys. I see some regulars there. And you know what? You know what? Real OGs. You guys are going to be the real OGs one day. I remember. This brain right here. But yeah, I think we're around like 370-ish subscribers. So don't forget to subscribe to see more content from your boy, as I'm more than willing and happy to make more content. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.